It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah. I visited with Tenmyouji when we were looking for Quark.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
What?
Oh, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about?
So, what does this mean? Did we just walk in circles, just like that? Like every single time somebody escaped through the number 9 door, they would just arrive back here? Sheesh. Imagine, like, in one timeline where only Dio just escapes through the number 9 door because he's a jackass. He just arrives here and then just goes back to floor A to meet the others and be like, yo, what up? And then he gets beaten the ever-living crap out of him because of what he did.
The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
Okay. I know that this sort of stuff is new to all of you about the role of this prep room, what this room does, and this Radical 6 thing, but I'm more curious about what the fuck this escape actually means. What does this mean? We went through the number 9 door and this was the only door that we could go through, right? So, what was the point of that? I mean, obviously, the mastermind wants something more out of us than just to escape, so I'm still asking what the deal is with this Nonary game. That sounds bad.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
We climbed into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. Alright, well, I guess so. I'm gonna put my suit here once again. There we go. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air living through my helmet. Okay, so we are legitimately going to escape. We are gonna be able to go outside. Okay. There was nothing to do until it finished, but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
I never thought I'd succeed so easily.
It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker in my helmet. Apparently the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
You're thinking too small.
Yeah. I guess so. I guess in this situation you have won, Dio.
I guess I can tell you who I really am.
What?
Oh, okay. This should be quite good.
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero. I was sent here from far away to save mankind.
Now, get out of here. Get out of here with this kind of crap. Or it can be that you truly believe that, but you are part of an organization that does all sorts of evil stuff. Isn't that right, Dio?
What? Too surprised to speak?
Dio, I think maybe you should calm down a bit.
We were all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
Keep in mind that it is because of Dio that we are in this situation in the first place. We are still going back and forth when the quiet hits of their escaping slowed. I mean, we still had that whole ordeal with Clover and, like, you know, allying and betraying her. But you know, if it wasn't for Dio betraying and Dio, like not Alice, but Fi going with him, and we would have easily allied with Clover, then none of this chaos would have happened in the first place. And stopped. A door at the end of the room slowly ground open, but nah, I guess so. In the end, it is a matter of curiosity, I guess. See what is outside this Nonary game. Cause we're definitely gonna have to go to other timelines. There's no way we're gonna be able to accept this particular ending. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. I stepped outside and gasped. Huh. Well, I was thinking of this particular possibility in one of the other adventures that I had a long while ago, but hey, apparently it is happening here. My God. A dark landscape like none I'd ever seen lay spread out before me. I couldn't help but stare. Whoa, what the hell?
Looks like a desert.
I can see that. The question is, which desert?
I don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Look. The moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. We are... Okay. I thought that we were on moon here! But no, I guess because of the night and all that... the landscape looked all white. It made me think of the moon, and that was Mars.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So today's December 31st. Wait, shit. If I got grabbed Christmas morning, then that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it.
6 days. Huh.
We should get to the nearest town.
Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns, whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi.
Something tells me that this is actually then a Nevada desert, but...
It's not what I'm worried about, though.
What are you worried about?
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Oh, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors. If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? No way! That's impossible! A whole species cannot just die out in 6 days. That's...
I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility.
And if this Radical 6 is... It turns out to be true. And it's spread throughout the entirety of the planet, then... Something tells me that this is more than just 6 days. It can't be.
Whatever. We should get moving. There are still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Alright, let's see. Is there at least a car around here? Okay. I turned to take a step. There was a rough crackle over the radio, and the sound of someone falling. I turned back around to see Phi on the ground. Hey! Are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second, then clambered to her feet.
Where are we?
Her voice was low and rough. Huh?
Ah, I see. This timeline.
Timeline? She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders.
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Oh yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit! We need to split up and find him.
Wow, he cannot be far away. I mean, where would he run? At this point, why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, maybe not. He must not have made this jump.
She wasn't making any sense. Yeah, she's speaking timeline language here.
Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
Okay. But she'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. Dio! Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around, trying to decide where to go next, when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you doing? Answer me, Dio.
The voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like Phi had found him. Alright, let's go. I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Transmitter?
Let's see. Phone home, Bet free soul's anxious from you.
Free the soul?
How do you know that?
I know everything about you. Oh, you're the Myrmidons.
From the Myrmidons. The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0? Number 0?
The hell, you man?
I'm no man.
How the hell can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code? Hey, what are you... Stop!
Oh no. Shit. That didn't sound good. Yeah, deactivation code. He must have the deactivation code. He must be the one responsible for the bombs. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. They were there. Oh god! Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. I clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Ugh, thank God. It wasn't Phi that was on the ground. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah. I've heard a lot of things, Phi. So you better spill out now. Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
I see. So, basically, Dio had this prepared outside of this facility. That would mean that he is a perpetrator. He went in, he did what he had to do, and then he escaped. And now he came back to this. Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I guess the theories that I have been thinking of are getting stronger and stronger. Basically, Dio came here with a suitcase on a mission. He got inside way before the Nonary Game began, killed that old woman, and pretended to be one of the participants. Set up the bombs so that he would destroy this place as well after killing that old woman. Killed everything, destroy everything, and then try to escape from this. And report back to his base, to his organization, to Myrmidons.
My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a closer look at the transmitter. There was a screen in the other part with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this? 78153 61098. It doesn't really look like a code for the bombs. Like, none of these are letters to begin with, so nah. Is that some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
What is it then?
Don't know. I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode it with.
Maybe that is the code for deactivating the bombs. That, or I heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. It took me a moment to realize it was a voice. Dio's voice. Alright, now you turned to evil laughs and such. What's so funny?
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Huh. It does seem that we need that code, apparently. Actually, you know what? Let me just write this down as well, somewhere. Alright, well, I wrote the code, and for some reason the song just stopped there after. No, I can still hear it. Okay. Who are you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Dio shifted with his hands behind his head, but didn't bother to get up. Well, I guess so. Time for some backstory over here, and you can definitely testify for this, if he's telling the truth or not. Although something tells me that most of the stuff that he's going to tell us here is going to end up being true, based on what I found out in the other timelines. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You probably never heard of it, but there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, well, it's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of Free the Soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they built after all. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, we'll be hailed as saints. Only holy messengers who cleanse the filth from a dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all of the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite, and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand, but you could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to diverse the soul from the body to cleanse it. I see. So the Brother is the big cheese here. And those who follow his teachings with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality, in a world without war or starvation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father, and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power, and that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people, and see into them. To read their minds? It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation, and quickly ruled his death as suicide. I see, so this Brother, the one who founded this Free the Soul organization, the one who is responsible for everything that is, the one responsible for all of this, he had this power to read into people's minds, that he is exposed to all sorts of information that made him this way. And that's why he's basically the leader of an organization that is so bad that could destroy the entire world. Sounds like a particular someone that I know. Later, Brother would find out that the killer had paid the police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Yes, even the word despair is there. Eventually he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth. And at the age of 26, he started Free the Soul. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning, so that he could create new species he'd foretold. he abducted, he invited to assist him a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States, and a year later the first 10 new humans were born. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I am from the 4th generation. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. I see. That means that we all share a face. And we're all given the same name. Left. I see. So... in some way, shape or form, you are kinda considered his brother. You are brother's brother. Okay? Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race, or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that? Blech. Basically, creating robots at that point. Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. It had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean, and I was considered corrupted. Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. Huh? Women? I wanted to prove my loyalty to Brother, so I was determined to be successful on this mission, no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brother's new world. Now that I fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete. With these 2 hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign up his chest. Oh boy. Yeah. We kind of seen how much of an asshole Dio is, but this is on a whole new level here. He is drastically different mentally from normal humans because of his religion and such, because of his devotion to the organization. He only cares about what Free the Soul has to say, about what Free the Soul has taught him. Oh fuck, he is a clone. He was made to listen to the orders of Brother. He's not human. Fire shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Fi, what are you...
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
Oh, the number 0 bomb. Okay. It made me think that there was such a thing as a number 0 door somewhere. But bomb?
God damn it! Didn't I tell you to shut up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
She swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay. Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Not your problem. Just give it it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. The password for the Zero Bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
Alright. Another password bomb. Let me actually erase this. I seriously doubt that we're gonna ever need this at this point. Or maybe I'm gonna realize soon enough that I made a huge mistake by erasing this particular thing over here, but yeah, it doesn't seem that important to begin with. Okay, so LXA. And then QNS. S. And then GDQ. Alright, another code for one of the bombs. If I toss the rock off to the side. But what about the other bombs, though?
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Huh?
The password. I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump. There's a chance I won't remember anything.
Yeah, that's true. Same here as well. For Sigma, that is. But we are gonna try our best.
So you need to memorize it, just in case. Got it?
I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand that it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXA, QNS, GDQ. LXA, QNS, GDQ.
Okay. We're done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
If I grab Dio's arm and hold him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night, because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. More stars than I've ever seen before? Oh god. Deja vu. In the middle of that field of stars shone the full moon. A giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big?